is called My Lover's Mirror. And this is true. It is the first. There was a popular, maybe it's in this bookstore, book on the Kabbalah from like the 70s. And it's the first page tells this. I don't, that was just, somebody's version of it. But it was the most popular and acclaimed version of the Kabbalah. My lover's mirrors. When you touch me, I know you are touching a picture inside, not even a picture of me in there. Shield between us as shining as my dead mother's mirror. In the beginning, I had no images. Years into our love, never a fantasy. Not a picture, not ever, not seeing you. Pure body, pure self, deep welling. But finally, for love of you, I let yours develop, to let myself go with you into them. Of course, my poet instructs, a man's images, fantasies, is his superiority, his evolution from the woman who remains in the body. This is the reason for the bris, the Kabbalah instructs, to send the 8-day-old male in pain and betrayal up into the mind, away from the body, away from her, in order to create the abstract, the alphabet. My stalker, surprised that I'm here, says it has to be you, no mistaking you from the back. My 8 years long, 3 states homeless stalker cites his sighting 3 weeks ago in the driven rain on Grant. His plastic-covered bush down Telegraph Hill, his instructions to where I must find his buried writing, no mistaking our pain and betrayal, retardation onto evil, our brink of extinction. I'm in the middle of my life before I touch myself in loss of you and find you in the blood flow, ravines to the rims, pure self-welling, the real thing, love, this earth, this time, seeing you. I wanted to read this for Sherry. Is it Sherry or Cherry?
Cherie.
Sherry, okay. It is page 63. I just chose it as a little poem because she too is from Los Angeles. It's called Los Angeles River, I Love You. And it has a little quote from Genesis 1:2, and darkness was on the face of the deep. I grew up in Southgate. Whittier? Is that right?
No,
That's what Google said.
That's where I was born in Whittier House, but I grew up in San Gabriel.
San Gabriel.
2 blocks from me.
And I went to Cal State, LA.
There you go.
I mean, it's taken me all my life to say this. You know how they ridicule us for being from LA. Los Angeles River, I love you, and they ridicule the LA River. But there's been great work, in the past 20 years by poets to reclaim that river. And it was a very powerful entity when I was growing up. My grade school, Hollydale Grade School, was right on the river, and which, in all of its many states. My head on the sand looking up to sky was earth, was me, behind or under or inside the earth, exactly me, looking up, dry, but flash floods to come. Who I am, shell on the curve of the horizon blowing sand, gull behind the wave, struggling to come in, my eyes, the fish flashing, my hair, the clouds flooding. I saw the stars, though it was day, even when you're dry, LA, you are here. And maybe I'll read Migrant, which is right here too. I have a number of Migrant poems, but this is one that got into this manuscript. You come across, find refuge in our mall. A baby migrates beneath your poncho, propped against the supermarket wall. Waves of pain, a border so sacred its name is illegal. Your breasts surging milk through sage, trees and rocks, mountains of sand across the river, ocean of incarnation, migrating. All colors of flesh, a song, tongue of tit, babble, sovereignty, but manifest destiny, the border, hate. You come across the ice, stretching the string of white wampum beads, Wapakig, all the way east ocean to ocean, for messages to be sent back and forth through the land, the map. As you move toward the rising sun, as you move toward the light to find the way back. You come across in boats, land on the shore. You name Wainimi, walk east, then south to Land's End, Terra del Fuego, then north, back up the east side, then back across west, blazing a trail of four corners, holy intersection of equinoxes and solstices, measure of time, movement in space, cosmic claim. But the Wapakig breaks. Now we are inside someone who hates us. Look out through his eyes, slits in the metal for sun, without shadow, voice, or meaning. Someone inside loves us. Let him out. Let her cross. Let us free. Let our tribe go.